I came to the lakeside for silence. I bought the cabin to escape the corporate wars and HOA witch hunts. But silence, it turns out, is a luxury no one truly owns, especially when your neighbor is Patricia Coleman. She wasn't just an HOA Karen. No, she was the HOA Karen, president of the North Shore Association, decorated with self-appointed titles, feared by gardeners, worshipped by petty tyrants, and absolutely allergic to anyone who didn't kneel before her clipboard. I hadn't even unpacked when she arrived, standing at the edge of my dock like a judgmental lighthouse. "You can't stay here without HOA approval," she said, nose wrinkled like the lake stank of rebellion. I smiled, holding up my deed. "Oh, I can. I own the cabin." Her eye twitched. "We'll see about that." I thought it was over. It wasn't. The next week was a psychological warfare campaign. Citations for invisible infractions. Warnings taped to my door like eviction spells. A drone buzzing over my roof every morning at 6 a.m. Then came a 911 call. I was brewing coffee and watching ducks when I saw her pacing near my driveway. Phone in her ear. Within minutes, 2 sheriff cars pulled up. She pointed at me with theatrical flair. "He refuses to leave. He's trespassing. He's threatening community harmony." The officers approached slowly, hands on hips, eyes skeptical. "Sir, do you own this property?" I handed them the paperwork. They scanned it. One raised an eyebrow. "You own the entire county?" I nodded. "North Star Holdings bought it 2 months ago. I'm just enjoying my slice." The other officer chuckled. "Ma'am, this is his land." Patricia's face turned 12 shades of cherry tomato. "This is a conspiracy. This is Coleman land." "You're mistaken, ma'am," one officer said. "You're the one trespassing now." Her scream startled a heron from the shore. That night, I thought it was over again. I was wrong. Again. Patricia did what only the most delusional would do. She live-streamed a plan to cut power to the entire area. She wanted to cripple North Star's influence by knocking out the Silverwater substation. At 3 a.m., with night vision and bolt cutters, she performed her revolution live. She danced in sparks, chanted about freedom, and forgot that hospitals, seniors, and newborns also needed electricity. And, in her madness, she sliced through a federal transformer. Boom! Half the county went dark. Except for one place, my cabin. It ran on solar backup. It glowed in the distance like poetic irony. Her followers begged her to stop. She didn't. By morning, the FBI was involved. Patricia became the state's most wanted HOA president. Her stream was downloaded, dissected, memed. Her HOA allies vanished. At the emergency community meeting, parents cried. Businesses panicked. And I, joined by Chief Rodriguez, presented a way out. "We'll absorb the cost," I said. "But Patricia goes. The HOA dissolves. And we build something better." They agreed. Anything to end the darkness. They found Patricia holed up in the abandoned Coleman mansion. Still streaming. Still ranting. Coleman land forever. The FBI breached. She tried to run. She tripped on her family photo hoard. The arrest was streamed. The charges? Terrorism. Embezzlement. Tax evasion. Wire fraud. The IRS had been watching her for years. Turns out her HOA nonprofit paid for 7 tropical vacations, a yacht named Queen Patricia, and enough jewelry to blind a priest. When the charges were read, her last viewer typed, "Patricia stole our money," then left. Her digital empire collapsed. At sentencing, the courtroom was packed with former supporters. She looked deflated. Hollow. Her voice, a whisper. "Coleman land is sacred." I stood and made a proposal. "Your Honor, North Star recommends an alternative sentence. Not prison. Custodial work. On the 3rd floor of the county building." The judge raised an eyebrow. The same floor where her grandfather ended his life after bankrupting this town. A daily reminder of what pride costs. Approved. Years later, I saw her. Hair graying, pushing a mop. She paused by the bathroom plaque, in memory of those lost to pride. Her daughter, Sarah, walked in, heels clicking, power suit shining. "Hello, Mother," she said. "I'm VP at North Star. Mr. Hayes gave me a chance. You taught me lies. I had to learn the truth on my own." Patricia trembled. He destroyed our family. No, grandfather did, and you followed him. Then she left, confident, unapologetic. Patricia turned back to her mop, tears falling like echoes in tile. That morning, I sat by the lake, fishing in the peace I'd earned. Sarah called. The affordable housing project was underway. She was thriving. The town was healing. And Patricia? Still scrubbing, still whispering to ghosts in the bathroom her family had turned into a tomb. Justice doesn't always wear a badge. Sometimes it smells like bleach and sounds like silence.